Charlamagne called me one day and told me he was having a party, a beach party, and invited me to the beach party. Initially, I said no, but then he said the party was actually for him. It was his birthday. And he said, you know, you're like my sister, you have to be there. And I told him, I said, okay. Give me a second. So he told me it was his birthday party and I had to be there. He said, you're like my sister, I want you to come. And I told him, I said, okay, I would come. So I called my best friend and I asked her if she wanted to go. And she said that she would think about it. She got back to me and said she couldn't go. So I asked my brother's girlfriend at the time, her name is Malika Joyner, and she said that she would go with me. Or the day of the party, I got a call from Charlamagne and asked if we were ready. And we told him yes. So he came to pick us up. There were two vehicles. It was a Yukon and I believe it was a Talon, if I'm not mistaken, a sports car. He had a few guys with him, and one of those guys was a cousin of his by the name of Kenta Palmer. Kenta Palmer was the one driving the sports vehicle. Prior to this day, I had never met Kenta or any of the guys who came to pick us up. I just assumed they were friends and family of his because he was having this alleged birthday party. There were a few guys in the truck and one guy in the sports car. They picked us up late afternoon. Malika and I got into the vehicles. We left. From there, we went to his father's house. Once we got there, I met his father, and there was a few other people there, which I believe were his family members, and they were sitting in there watching TV. We sat there for a while. We left his parents' house and got into the vehicles and drove to, I believe it was a gas station. At the gas station, Malika called my mom to check in to let her know we were okay. I believe Charlamagne and someone else got out and went inside the gas station, came back into the vehicles, and then we drove to the villa. Once we got there, went inside. Give me a minute. Right now we are at the Short Stay Villa in Mox Corner. This is where everything took place on June 2001. As you can see, in order to access the villa, you need a military pass. Someone by the name of Derek Major got the villa for Charlamagne that night. I know Charlamagne repeatedly says that this party was for a cousin of his named Kenta Palmer, but I was told from Charlamagne himself that this party was for him. It was his birthday. That's the only reason I came. The first thing I noticed is there were just a whole bunch of guys there. I think there were two other females, but they were in the back outside, and I could see them through the sliding door. But it was majority guys. Villa number 30, this is where the party was. Me and Malika walked into the party with Charlamagne, his friends and cousins.